You've got a woman who had a revelation from God that she was going to die and prepared for her death.
Or did her husband murder her?
He placed her head inside the tub and began to hold her down.
Clues left behind.
There's always reference to Doug on those writings, either Doug's visions or Doug said this or Doug told me that.
But few questions answered.
Things didn't quite add up right.
And what about the other woman who she named to take her place?
Faylene called me. She said, I want you to be together immediately. I want you to take care of my children.
A mystery still unsolved.
One thing you can't argue is name one thing she said was going to happen that didn't happen.
The mysterious death of Faylene Grant. Welcome to 2020 on ID. I'm John Quinones. How far would you go for something you believe in? Could it cause you to give up everything you hold dear? Faylene Grant was a devout Mormon who kept a journal detailing her religious visions. And one of those visions was of her own death. So when her lifeless body was found under suspicious circumstances, people looked to those writings for clues. But as Jay Shadler first reported in 2009, Faylene's final days would remain as mystifying as the words she left behind.
Timpanogos Park near Provo, Utah is a spectacularly beautiful place. A place where someone who believes that they can speak directly to God might want to come and have a conversation. Faylene Grant believed that she could speak to God. She had visions. She heard angels. She also predicted her own death. Or was it murder? Either way, what happened here was very important, and we're going to tell you why in just a few moments. But until then, we want you to set aside all the assumptions about right and wrong, guilt or innocence, and follow a murder case from Gilbert, Arizona to the Celestial Kingdom.
She said, I'm going to take a bath. And I could see that she's walking toward the bathtub as I lay down. And I wake up. And I know something's up. There was no noise, nothing. And I yelled for her. I ran in the bathroom and she was under the water. I got her out. And I took her back to the bed. And I know CPR wasn't working.
On the morning of September 27, 2001, Douglas Grant says he woke to find his wife, Faylene, drowning in their bathtub. This bathtub. He called a physician's assistant he knew, Chad White.
I called Chad. You gotta come. I took the prescriptions. I found her in the tub. You gotta come. I'm scared.
I just got a script from a friend of mine. He said that his wife is unconscious. And I told him to call 911. He said, I'm afraid to. I don't know why he said that.
Several hours later, after being rushed to a nearby hospital, Faylene's heart stopped, and she was pronounced dead. Local police in Gilbert, Arizona initially viewed her death as accidental, though the medical examiner officially labeled it undetermined. And undetermined it has remained until now.
All rise.
The case of the state of Arizona versus Douglas Grant reads like a Hollywood script, complete with a prosecutor with a penchant for the jugular.
You knew that if she died, there would be a chance for you and the man that you loved, right?
Mr. Martinez, that is...
Yes or no?
No.
And a defense attorney with his own flair for the dramatic.
What you decide will live beyond this courtroom.
Behind them is a cast of family, friends, and witnesses who alternately portray the defendant as an innocent victim of circumstance or the devil in a Brooks Brothers suit. Either way, the entire trial is being played out on the biggest stage of all, heaven and hell, eternal salvation or damnation. Faylene was a devout Mormon who believed in revelations.
You've got a woman who methodically saw God, had a revelation from God that she was going to die, and prepared for her death. She purchased life insurance that she hoped would go into effect. She planned her own funeral, selected the speakers, selected the music, and in her farewells told loved ones who had had other loved ones die before, I'm going to go see those loved ones.
That preparation went as far as asking her husband to marry another woman. This woman, Hillary DeWitt.
Describe for me what you think Faylene saw as the celestial kingdom and your relationship in it.
I think she saw us all as a family. I think she did.